About 7 years ago, during my lunch break, I bumped into the woman who would later become my wife. She immediately stood out to me with her practical nature and authentic kindness. She was from a small town, didn't drink, and didn't smoke, something that was pretty rare for someone like me. Honestly, it felt like I had won the jackpot. Our relationship developed quickly, and before I knew it, we were married just 6 months later. The wedding was small and simple, just her parents and one friend attended. At the time, I found it a bit odd, but she explained that she wanted to share that moment only with those she truly trusted. It was unusual, but I respected her wishes and went along with it. After the wedding, everything was smooth sailing. She gave me space and never snooped through my things. She kept the house in order and always had my back when I was stressed or worried. No drama, no complaints, just solid support. Honestly, it felt like we had figured out this ideal family thing. We had a son, now 5 years old. Once her maternity leave ended, she didn't return to work. Instead, she threw herself into raising our child, taking him to school, signing him up for extracurricular activities, preparing incredible meals, and being there whenever I came home. Even with all the chaos of parenting, she always stayed composed, confident, and stunning. Her world revolved around our family, my mom, and that one close friend of hers. Then, one morning at breakfast, she dropped a bombshell: "In 3 days, I'm going to leave. There's a reunion, and I've decided to go." I was stunned. "Wait, what? You've never mentioned anyone from school before." She shrugged and said, "I haven't talked to you about it, but now I've made a decision." I hesitated. "What's so special about this reunion?" She replied, "I think I deserve to do something for myself after all these years." "Don't you think?" I reluctantly agreed. "Yeah, of course. If that's what you want, go ahead." She did have a point: everyone needs their social time now and then. Besides, our son would stay with her parents, so it wasn't like she was abandoning her responsibilities. Still, the suddenness of it all made me uneasy, but I didn't press the issue and let her go. Fast forward a day after the reunion, and she wasn't answering her phone. I tried calling her parents too, but there was no response. I started feeling uneasy. It turned out there was no emergency or anything bad, but what I discovered was something I never could have expected. She'd been unfaithful. 2 days later, I received a call from a woman who introduced herself as the wife of my wife's classmate, the man my wife had been seeing. She told me that my wife had ruined their marriage and begged me to pick her up before the whole town found out about the scandal. As soon as I got the address, I rushed there without a second thought. When I walked in, I was furious. Honestly, it's a good thing her so-called boyfriend wasn't there, or I might have ended up in handcuffs. She broke down, crying, begging for forgiveness, claiming she never meant to hurt me. But I wasn't having it. I grabbed her phone and went through everything: every text, every message. It was cruel. It turned out she had been in contact with this guy for more than 2 months, and their conversations, well, let's just say they weren't discussing the weather. That was it for me. There would be no second chance. I immediately went to her parents, took our son, and told them what had happened. They begged me to calm down, to think about the family reputation, about how gossip would destroy us. But honestly, I didn't care about their reputation or any of the drama. We got divorced, and I got full custody of our son. The first few months were rough, really rough. But over time, the anger faded, and my son and I found our rhythm. We've become closer, and I feel like we understand each other better now. As for her, she's stuck in a bad place. That toxic love of hers has destroyed her. She lives with her parents, rarely leaves the house, and only sees our son occasionally. She keeps trying to win me back, but I've made it clear I'm not going down that road again. Betrayal is a deal breaker for me. Just like that, what I thought was a perfect family life came crashing down. It's crazy how one person's choices can change everything, isn't it?